Welcome grade 12s, yes, to your favorite learning program, Matrix Uploaded. Well, today's section, we're focusing on the section called VAT, Value Added Tax. Now, obviously, what do we need to know? Firstly, what is value added tax? It's a tax that's charged on the supply of goods or services by a vendor. An example of that would be if there was a cash sale excluding VAT of 100 Rand, VAT at 14% would amount to 14 Rand. The cash sale including the VAT would therefore be 114 Rand. Okay, we'll come to the calculations just now. Let's go through the theory, through the terms. What are you expected to know? What's a VAT vendor? Somebody that is registered for VAT is obliged to collect VAT from customers or their clients on behalf of SARS, and that is important. You're collecting it on behalf of SARS. Remember that, because that's an important feature. Any business with a turnover of more than R1 million, now watch this figure because it has been amended since many of your textbooks have been written. So currently it's R1 million, must register for VAT. Vendors underneath, below the million mark, may register, and this is called voluntary registration. Okay. Now you come to a term called VAT input. What is VAT input? Obviously, VAT input is the VAT that has been paid by a business to the supplier, and this VAT can be claimed back from SARS. In other words, this is the VAT that we have paid on our purchases. Now let's look at the calculation thereof. If your purchase price, including VAT, is 1,114 Rand, then certainly 14% of that amount is what we call VAT, and the amount is 114 Rand. So please, you need to know your calculations here. What is VAT output? VAT output is the VAT that a business is charged on goods and services that we charge to our customers, and this we have collected from the customers to do what? To pay over to SARS. In other words, this is the VAT on sales. Once again, look at your calculations. How do you go about doing your calculations? If it's the selling price given to you and you need to calculate the VAT thereof, it's a 14 over 114, that will give you your VAT amount. And the amount you can calculate is, you can see, is from the sale of 1,399 Rand and 99 cents. You have to pay over an amount to SARS of 171 Rand and 93 cents. This is what we're talking about. So clearly, from this you can see, it is imperative for you to know how to go about doing your calculations. Right. Now we come to our VAT control. What is your VAT control? Now, obviously, you've had a VAT input, you've had a VAT output. These two need to be brought together. Where are they brought together? Into what is called, this is a summary of the VAT input and the VAT output, and shows whether the business owes SARS money or whether SARS owes the business money. Obviously, if you look at the calculation that we have on the side there for you, if you have input of 114 Rand and an output of 171.93, clearly you can see that you have collected how much? 171.93 from your customers. You have paid input VAT of 114 Rand, the result of which is now clearly you can see that you are owing SARS an amount of 57 Rand and 93 cents. Once again, look at this closely. You have paid VAT, the business, we have paid VAT to the value of 114 Rand. That was the VAT input, okay? On our sales, we have collected VAT to the value of 171 Rand and 93 cents. As a result of that, we now owe SARS an amount of 57 Rand and 93 cents. Let us recap what we have done so far. One, we've spoken about VAT. We all know what VAT is now. We've also spoken about the VAT vendor. who's a VAT vendor, what do we mean by registration. We've spoken about VAT input, VAT output, and the VAT control. Don't stray or go away. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a while.